right?
Okay, it is live.
Yep, you're live.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Pamela Marshall at the Wellness Radio TV podcast. I'm really excited to be a part of this event today, bringing you this very, very powerful tool via yoga, meditation, 8,000-year-old practice that scientists are now proving how well it works. And what better time for us to be talking about meditation than right now? The mind is the pinnacle of God's creation, and I'm telling you, the scientists have figured out, and they've done all the studies to show how powerful meditation is. And now I want you to be prepared to experience that as well. And for some people, meditation may be something that they feel like, I'm not sure if that's what I do. I'm not sure of the principles of it. I'm not sure how to do it. But sometimes just being still and paying attention to your breath. You see, in the Hebrew language, the literal translation for the breath is spirit. And I had the precious occasion, to be with two of my brothers when they transitioned. And that's when I realized really how important the breath was. See, when we come here, we start this journey with an inhale. After we come through the birth canal and we greet the world, and that first cry is because we take that first inhale. There are a lot of inhales and exhales in between. And we're not paying as much attention to it as we should. Because one day there's going to be one final, and that's when the spirit leaves the body. So as we think about all of the things that can create certain emotions and feelings in us, so much of it is because we are feeling things that we have not taken control of. We let other people, places, and things dictate how we feel. And that feeling is really, really your choice. And the way that we get to the place where we understand how to control our feelings and not allow others to control our feelings is the breath. And coming to the realization that this breath belongs to nobody but me. It's like being outside enjoying the rays of the sun. When you are in the sun and the sun is shining on you, who can take your sun away? Who can take your rays away? And who really can take your breath away? As a matter of fact, do you remember as little children when children will say, I'm going to hold my breath. And so you hold your breath. And before long, you have to let it go. And you know why you have to let it go? Because it's not your breath. It belongs to the one that created you. And the one that created you for love, joy, peace, happiness, all of those things. Isn't it amazing that you get to decide? I think about my brother Charlie sometimes. I'm talking to Charlie and he'll say, oh, Pam, that's so funny. That's so funny. It's like, no, it's not funny. If it was funny, you would be laughing. He's only saying it because he wants me to think that I'm funny. So he will say that. So think about this. He's electing to pretend like I'm funny. So in that, we have the ability to elect how we feel about what other people, places, and things do. And in that realization, I got to that realization because I realized that I didn't create me, and I didn't create them, and they didn't create me. So if they didn't create me, why do I allow them the opportunity to dictate what my emotions are? We can elect to be happy in every moment, because if breath is there, when we start from a place of gratitude for the breath, and the breath belongs to you, nobody else, because there's going to be one final exhale. So this morning, today, tonight, whenever you listen to this and see this, what I want you to do is, as we prepare for this time of strengthening the mind, because the more we calm it down, the more we strengthen it. The more we meditate, the more we strengthen it. What you gaze upon is what you become. How do you recognize that there is no need of accepting any tickets? Hi, Liz. Any tickets to the past. When those thoughts come and want to present you with a ticket to the past, you don't have to take the ticket. Stay out of the past. And be aware of your ability to create Oscar-winning movies of the future. That hasn't happened yet either. And so many times when we're creating those Oscar-winning moments, they may not even happen. And more times than not, they don't happen. But think of all of the stress that we cause to this vessel because we have gone to the past or jumped to the future. Prior to COVID-19, the United Nations had already declared stress a global epidemic. The suicide rate has gone up everywhere. And how do we get to that place of thinking that this journey is in our hands and it's time for it to be over? It's not. It's not, because you didn't create you. And we have to be here to carry out everything that we were designed to do. We all came here with a very specific purpose. And one way to find out how we or why we're here is to take that quiet time. Hi, Randy. To take that quiet time to be in touch with the breath. So just think about your breath just right now. Feel where it is as you're inhaling and exhaling. And please, please, please know that inhaling doesn't happen. Your shoulders don't help you breathe. No, that's not breathing. That's tensing up, causing more tension in your body. Your shoulders don't help you breathe. So just put your hand on your tummy, and as you inhale, feel it push out a little bit. I know it's great to have a six-pack, but we want to live, okay? So now, as you exhale, inhale, filling up your lungs, and exhale. Making that H-A-ha sound. It's so good to just come back to the breath. And sometimes when you're in the midst of a conversation, I want you to do that. I want you to just come back to your breath. Who's controlling your breath? And then you decide what your emotions are going to be. There's also a practice that I like. It is clapping. Because when you clap, you're touching all the meridian points in your hands. And negative energy cannot stand the sound of clapping. Think about babies when they learn to clap. And they're clapping, and I would bet all the tea in China, in my cabinet at least, that you have never seen a baby clapping and crying. So even when you start to feel those feelings, just start clapping. Negative energy can't stand the sound of clapping, and you're touching those meridian points in your hands. sending a signal to every cell in your body. I'm with you, and I want you to do all that you were created to do. Because think about those cells. They have a specific assignment. And all of your thoughts are impacting cells in your body. Think about your nose, the cells that were designed specifically for your nose. And the cells that were designed specifically to make your toenails. Those cells had specific assignments. And because we were not there to interfere with it, they got to do what they were supposed to do. So now that we're here and we have this breath, let us cheer on those cells that were intended to work in the most perfect way that they were designed to operate. Meditation has been scientifically proven to help with every aspect of our beings, including the brain, including helping with any physical illness that you might have, including helping to lower your blood pressure. There are times when I go to the doctor to get my blood pressure, and I will just start just a quiet meditation, breathing to help relax my body before they take my blood pressure. Yeah, Randy, makes you smile whether you want to or not. Yeah, clapping does make you smile whether you want to or not. And Randy, you know what I've done? There have been times that I've been in a discussion with my spouse and I start clapping. It brings it to an end because he knows why I'm clapping. Quiet and stillness. Peace. So I teach yoga. I'm a Bikram yoga instructor and yoga for youth. I teach yoga to children as well. And one of the meditations that I do with my children, I would like to share it with you today. It is the sounds that we make are sa, ta, na, ma. And it's been scientifically proven that when you touch these points in your fingers, that they're parts of your brain that light up. And as we are in the midst of all that's going on in the world today, in particularly COVID-19, I want everybody to share this because the only way that we can overcome COVID-19 is to help boost our immune system. The social distancing and all of those things, absolutely, but we do have to come out. So the goal is for you to work on this vessel to make sure that your immune system is operating at its optimum capacity. So the Satanama meditation is an opportunity, as we're saying it, we release all of those things that don't serve us. Whether it's feelings, whether it is an illness, whether it is the fear of an illness. Fear is very crippling and very paralyzing. And it is one of those emotions that you get to decide whether or not it will be on your list. When you wake up in the morning, realize that, yes, I'm going to face some challenges. We can't get out of here without that. There's a scripture that says, surely as a man is born, he's born into trouble. So let's not think that we can get out of here without experiencing some challenges. I think the biggest challenge for us is understanding that we are going to have challenges. So when you understand that you are going to have challenges when they arise, like, oh, I see what that is. I know what that is. And then I get to decide how I'm going to respond to it. And just take a breath. See what it is and just take a breath. Without judgment of you or the other person, just take a breath. So I want to go through the Sa-Ta Nama mantra with you. And as you're saying it, you're touching your fingertips with just about little pressure, not squeezing too hard. And it's Sa-Ta Na-Ma. Sa-Ta Na-Ma. You know, they have even shown that through that meditation, there are neurons, new neurons that are connecting in the brain. And now, how powerful is that? It's helped people with Alzheimer's. When you look at the statistics about the number of people in the United States of America that they say will have Alzheimer's, the number is staggering. And if we have the opportunity to not be in that number, just through some meditation, let us do all that we can so that we can have a very healthy outcome, and make sure you drink lots of water. You see, the brain is sitting in fluid. Many times we're feeling some emotions and some feelings. It's because our brain is dehydrated. So even if you want to drink something else, drink a big glass of water first before you consume the other beverages. And you know what? Maybe you won't even need the other beverages. Maybe you won't even need that comfort food that you think that you need once you take that big glass of water. So right from where you are, I really want you to, in this time, just have an appreciation for your breath. Because even if you're stripped of everything, you still have your breath. In an interview that I did with Oprah a few years ago when she was only worth $30 million, she said to me, I can buy anything I want. Anything I want is how she said it. I can have. And now I realize how unimportant things are. So as we're going through this meditation, I want you to get to your last breath. Understand your last breath. And start at your last breath, what that looks like when we take that last exhale. And all that you are going to take with you when you do that last breath. That's what matters in life. We're not taking any of this with us. So we want to appreciate all of the inhales and the exhales in between that last breath. So I'm going to play the Sa-Ta Nama mantra for you. And as we start this, I want you to just find a place of stillness, whether you are sitting in your chair on the floor in lotus style or crisscross applesauce, as I like to say to my students. A comfortable place, and just think about releasing everything that will not accompany you when you take that last breath. Because if it's not going to accompany you when you take that last breath, how important is it in this moment? How are we going to release? So what we do is, it's Sa-Ta Nama, and you're touching your fingers. We say it out loud, and then we say it in our whisper voice, and then we say it in silence. And then we come back, and we whisper, and then we come back to our normal voice. Everybody ready? Close your eyes. And be prepared to begin. Ready? Close your eyes. Inhale. Satanama. 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 Just let your hands rest on your knees. And as you're saying it, I want you to feel the vibrations going through your body. Because our body is a large percent water, and those vibrations are having an impact on every cell in your body. Continue touching your fingers. Satanama. If your eyes closed, just about 5 pounds of pressure on your fingers. Satanama. 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 Inhale. Satana. Relax your shoulders. Nama. Satana. No expectations. Just be. Satana. Satana. Satanama. 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 na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Feel the vibrations. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta. Ooh, now we get to our whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. Our whispering is our love voice. Who better to love you than you? So as you are whispering, every cell, every fiber of your being is responding. Because you are the best thing that ever happened to you. So give you the love that you deserve. Be gentle with yourself. Because if nobody else loves Pamela, how does that impact how I think about me? Except I allow it to impact how I think. And as you're loving on you in this moment, just remember, anybody that brings you anything other than love, joy, peace, and harmony, do them a favor and let them go. Yeah, be polite and let them go. And find them. And as you let them go, pray that they find peace. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. But your peace is not predicated on them or any other thing. That's yours. And the more we practice this, the easier it becomes. Peace does take practice. So our meditation is a form of peace practicing. Sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, na, ma. I love my toes, my feet, my ankles, my calves, my kneecaps, all of the things that make the joint work, my thighs, my hips, my tummy, my chest, my breast, my arms, my fingers. And as you're touching your fingers, just know that there are places in your brain lighting up. Ah, you remember. You remember us. All of the muscles in my neck holding up my head. That spinal cord housing my whole neurological system. Thank you. Keep touching your fingers. Now, here's our opportunity to just sit in silence and feel your breath as you continue to touch your fingers. As we're releasing all of the thoughts, people, places, and things, replace fear with I am fearfully made. Replace stress with I am strong. Replace pressure. I am powerful. Powerful. Replace anxiety with I am awesome. Replace depression I am filled with joy. Just feel what it feels like to be quiet and to be still. And your breath. Continue nurturing your brain by touching those fingers. And just visualize the new neurons. Visualize tapping into the portion of the brain that you don't use very much. Bring some of those cells out of cold storage. It's been said that we don't even use all that the brain is capable of doing. Like maybe 1%. How do we access the other part? Through quiet time and meditation. Reduce the consumption of negative energy, whatever that might be. And in this stillness, in this peace practice, we will find a peace when chaos is all around us. We can recognize it and say, I am peace. When we have feelings of doubt and fear, we recognize it and let it pass. When we feel angry, when we feel frustrated, take a deep breath, recognize it, and move away from it and let it go. The feelings are going to come. It's part of the test. We're in the middle of the University of Life. And we get pop quizzes. Somebody might cut you off in traffic. That's a pop quiz. Breathe. And just let them go. Someone may say something to you. They may betray you. Don't own that, because you don't own you. When we understand that we don't belong to ourselves, and whatever somebody else is doing, they're not doing it to you because you don't belong to you. Release the need to own and control. Release that. Because if I don't belong to me, you didn't yell at me. You didn't lie to me. Whatever words you just uttered don't represent who I am, because you didn't make you. How can you identify who I am? You don't have that much power unless I give it to you. And I'm not going to give it to you. Because I belong to the one that created the universe and said, "Let there be." How do I dare allow a mere mortal to dictate how I feel? And then Pamela, because the divine has presented you with the gift of joy, why would you not receive it? And to you, you have been presented the gift of joy and the gift of peace. It is your choice. It is your choice to receive it. Continue nurturing your brain and every cell in your body as you touch your fingers. Inhaling all that you're thankful for. And as you exhale, release. Release everything, every person, every thing that does not serve you in your last breath. All that doesn't serve you in your last breath, I want you to release it. Because we're conquering right now. There's some deliverance happening right now. There's some releasing happening right now. I feel it for me. And I hope you're feeling it as well. Enjoying the divine lover of my soul, enjoying this very intimate moment. I want you to take a clear snapshot of what this feels like. Because your subconscious mind is grabbing a hold of it. I want you to purpose that this is where you're going to be. This is what you're going to bring forth. As the pop quizzes of the University of Life happen, and we're going to go back into whispering and continuing to touch our fingers, touching our fingertips with about 5 pounds of pressure. Oh, this is good stuff. This is good. This is so good. Get ready to float. Get ready for those around you to say, what did you do today? I see an aura of peace around you. That's a precious gift. As we start back, sa, ta, na, sa, whispering in our love voice. I just saw somebody get out of my way because I just released it. Yes, thank you. Sa, ta. Oh yeah. Sa, ta. Ooh, I just saw depression go away. Yeah. Let it go. That's not your gift. I just saw anxiety leave. That does not have your name on it. That doesn't have your name on it. And as you're picking up joy, as you are receiving peace, as you are receiving forgiveness. Yeah. First, I'm going to forgive Pamela. Yeah. It's okay. When you know better, you do better. So as we forgive ourselves for allowing those things to impact us, and we release the illnesses that unforgiveness and stress has caused us. I forgive me for allowing you to think that your thoughts mattered. I forgive me for that. And I release peace to you. In our love voice, just keep loving on yourself. Ooh. You're the best thing that ever happened to you. As healing is happening for our mind, for our physical selves, we're going to be joyful. as the blood is circulating through our bodies 3 times every 60 seconds. We're going to help it out by putting good things in this vessel, nourishing things, nourishing food, good alkaline water. So we're going to put good things in the body. We're going to put good things in the mind, only allowing that brings about healing. If it doesn't bring about healing, why do you want it? And just feel the healing taking place in your bodies. I don't know the physical things that are happening, the tension that causes knots and tumors. We're releasing all of that. And speak healing. I am healed. 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 Through the gift of love, I am healed. Through the gift of joy, I am healed. Through the gift of peace, I am healed. The peace that surpasses all the noise. And we go back to our voice. Satana ma, Satana ma, Sata. I see you in the victory lane. Ooh, I see you in the victory lane. Ah. Ooh, I see you in the victory lane. Ooh, yes. 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 With your hands in the air. Waving them, because you do care. You care all about you and your healing and your joy and your peace. Ooh, that precious gift. Yes. And if we understand the forgiveness for ourselves, release others. They didn't know what they were doing. If they had known what they were doing, they wouldn't have done it. They were operating from their pain. It has nothing to do with you. Remember, they do it to whoever is standing in front of them. You just happen to be there. So move. Yeah. Because you're headed, you're in your victory lap. And the universe is cheering you on. Because you're enjoying all that was meant for you. And if it doesn't bring you joy, goodbye. If it comes with stress, goodbye. If it comes with anxiety, goodbye. If it comes with depression, goodbye. If it doesn't promote life, goodbye. Satana ma, Satana ma, Satana ma. And the more we practice peace and we find it even in the midst your light will shine so bright. The light of peace. Peace doesn't talk a lot. So quietness. Guard your thoughts when you feel it coming. See it, feel it, move back from it, let it pass. As peace is enveloping the atmosphere, as you're inhaling, peace, 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 peace. Sometimes you may just have to say it. Peace, peace, be still. Peace, be still. And remember, as we're forgiving others and releasing them, we're releasing because of the peace that we deserve. Not about what they deserve, but the peace we deserve. Peace. Peace. As you slowly open your eyes, I want you to just stretch up, stretch up, stretch up, stretch up. Ooh. Bring your hands down. In the prayer position, I'm honored to share this time with you. And thank you for sharing it with me. I want you to walk in the authority of peace that belongs to you. Namaste. The light in me greets the light in you. Enjoy every moment.